good, whatever. Hello, I'm Sybil.
And I'm Dad, and I suppose what Sybil maybe meant there is...
I don't feel so well.
Whenever you are listening to this podcast, happy that time of day.
Yeah.
We're recording this from the floor. I've also left some of my recording equipment at work, so we are doing this with the laptop sound.
And also, for some reason, I just feel so tired, and I don't feel so good, so...
We's maybe a bit under the weather. So this podcast, I mean, this was always intended to be this, but I wanted to do something a bit quizzy. When I was younger, I used to like making quizzes for people. I don't know why maybe that's my...
Because you were a nerd.
I was a nerd, but I also...
You kind of were.
I know, absolutely was. And no denial from this side of the aisle here. My best friend and I used to make very bizarre quizzes based on a program called Shooting Stars.
What's that?
Had Vic Reeves and Bob Mortimer in, two comedians I really like, and it was very absurdist humour. And so me and my best friend would make these quizzes, for our friends, and our friends didn't really watch Shooting Stars and didn't really find it that funny. So it was really just for the benefit of me and my best friend. So I've gone for this is not a Shooting Stars style quiz. This has a literary bent to it. I suppose it's a little bit... and now that I've said that, I did think I did have a game that this is based on. Call My Bluff, maybe? I don't know.
Wait, what?
Tell me in the comments if I'm...
Two truths and a lie?
Yeah, it's sort of two truths and a lie type thing. So, we're going to travel to several different countries. I will give Sybil 3...
Just say, Dad's paying.
Yeah, fine. I mean, yeah. Until you're older, that take advantage of that.
No, you are paying.
Always.
Until
I die?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to give 3 folk tales from that country, giving the title and a very short plot synopsis.
Okay.
Two of them are real, one I've made up. If Sybil...
I mean, we've had a story about the girls who came from a knee.
The knee, yeah. We've had the children of the knee. I'll be honest, I have picked some pretty weird ones, but I don't know if you'll be able to see...
I don't think I will.
See my sort of writing coming out. But we'll see. So if Sybil guesses correctly, she gets a point. If I trick her, I get a point.
And you will definitely win this.
Well, we'll see. That's if we even remember that we're doing points. Because I actually reckon there's a potential by the end of the episode we'll forget. Because you remember when we do the Reddit stories and we have to rate them and then we just forget to rate them like after every... We're like, oh, we didn't rate the last one. So I reckon we might even forget that we're doing points for this. So, are you ready? So, first of all, we are travelling to Denmark.
Oh, nice. Is that near here?
Denmark is in Scandinavia, so it might...
Oh, in Scandinavia. Why did I think it was like near Leeds or something? I'm just out of it today.
Definitely not near Leeds. Yeah, no, she's hallucinating the world. So I'll give you the titles first, and then give you their synopses. So you've got The Great Bear and the Radish.
Ooh.
The girl clad...
Wait, radish.
Radish, like the vegetable. The girl clad in mouse skin, and The Cunning Man from Hilltown. So, I'll give you them in reverse order there. So, The Cunning Man from Hilltown, here's its synopsis. A rich man from Plaintown gets fooled by a man called Eric from Hilltown by being sold a fox that is called a sheep painter, which paints sheeps red.
What?
And then the fox eats the rich man's sheep. The rich man goes back to Eric, who convinces him to take a magic boiling pot of water, which is just a normal pot of water.
Can I see? Oh, what?
What do you mean, can you see? I mean, look.
Because you're going a bit... Oops.
Look at ladies and gentlemen. I've not put anything in my notes that could tell her. Okay, so I will do The Girl Clad in Mouse Skin next.
The girl what?
Clad in mouse skin,
that?
not wearing mouse skin. So, a girl hid...
How many mice were harmed in the making of that?
Probably quite a lot. A girl hidden in a hill by her dad eats lots of mice and then turns their skin into clothes. She leaves her hill after...
I suppose she's not wasting anything.
That is true. She leaves her hill after 7 years and then goes through a bride swap fiasco before getting married to a nice young lord. And the great...
Now, I feel like that's too happy. Like usually there's a moral.
Could be.
So...
Maybe the Danish people don't like morals. Do you want to hear the last one before you make a judgment?
Okay.
This is the Great Bear and the Radish. A rabbit is caught by a bear but convinces the bear not to eat it as it knows the location of a magic radish that can be eaten forever. He leads the bear to a poisonous radish patch and the bear eats and then dies, leaving the rabbit to go free. So we've got the cunning man.
I've got an idea. So the cunning man is tricked, right?
Yeah.
And he's convinced. The Great Bear is convinced and fooled. But the girl clad in mouse skin, there is no real moral. There is no trickery.
There's no, not really, no. Oh, there is a bit. No, the bride swap fiasco is a bit trickery. Like,
Do you mean what's bride swap?
The original bride of this nice young lord swaps with the girl in the mouse-clad clothes, but then the girl in the mouth clothes ends up getting married when she reveals that she's actually dressed in a beautiful gold dress. It was quite hard to follow, I'll be honest.
You never said any of that.
If indeed I didn't write it and this is a massive bluff, I might leave all of these silences in, absolutely unedited. Or put some really tense... Oh, I'm going to put some tense music over it.
No.
You never would have watched Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but they had quite a good... which I might put in. Or I might just sample myself doing that. I'm going to have to push you for an answer, Sybil. Was it the cunning man from Hilltown? Was it the girl clad in mousekin? Or was it the Great Bear and the Radish? Which one did I write?
The cunning man from Hilltown? No, the girl clad in mouseskin.
No, I wrote the Great Bear and the Radish.
Of course you did.
Of course I did. Right, okay. So, next we are going to New Zealand, and so there's a lot of Maori folk tales here. Do
they have morals? Is that something I need to look out for?
I wouldn't say many of these were super moralistic, no.
No.
I mean, all stories essentially have morals, but I wouldn't say it was very clear in these. There's also some Maori words, which I apologise in advance for pronunciation. I did look up some pronunciation, but it's whether I can actually master it. So, the first one, the legend of Putini and Punamu. So, a supernatural being called Putini fell in love with a chieftain's wife and stole her and turned her into Punamu, a precious green stone.
So she's a human?
Yeah, but now she's a stone. A precious shiny green stone. Like jade for the Chinese.
So she's not alive. So you basically just killed her.
Yeah, kind of. Maybe she's like supernaturally alive, I don't know. The next one, the legend of Ware Paku. So a kiwi bird is tricked by a beetle whilst it forages for food. The beetle says it will lead the kiwi to a magical pool where the food is bountiful. But when at the pool, convinces the kiwi to keep looking closer to the edge of the pool, causing the kiwi to fall in.
So the kiwi's wings get wet and it drowns.
Well, a kiwi is a flightless bird, but yeah, the kiwi drowns.
Ew.
I suppose. Unless the kiwi spends the rest of its days swimming in the Ware Paku.
Oh, yeah, so how would it get out?
Good question.
It wouldn't.
Maybe not. And then, how the Maori learn to make fish nets. So a Maori chief hears some fairies at night using nets, and in the dark pretends to be a fairy, and then when it gets light, the fairies see he's a guy and they run away, and that is how the Maori got nets, because he stole some fairy nets and used the pattern. So, we've got the legend of Putini and Punamu.
I bet I'm going to get this wrong.
So, supernatural being turns chieftain wife into green stone. Kiwi bird is tricked by beetle and falls into a big pool.
So death,
or stealing fishnets from fairies.
First two death, then the third one isn't death. Don't know what exactly I'm looking for here.
No.
Because you could have just picked two different ones and then stuck with like kind of a same ending as the one.
Yeah.
To trick me.
I could have done. But it's whether you think I did that. I'm engaging my
The phone.
I am engaging my best poker face, ladies and gentlemen.
It's annoying.
So go on, I'm going to have to push you for an answer. Is it the Legend of Waripaku?
I'm gonna get this wrong.
Is it the marriage of the fish?
I'm gonna get all these wrong.
It's possible, but I would remind you that this is just a sort of fun podcast concept.
It's not fun if I don't win.
Oh, well.
The Legend of Putin and Punamu?
No, unfortunately. I wrote the Legend of the Waripaku. And can I tell you something fun?
What?
So, do you know what Waripaku means in Maori? It means toilet. So the Kiwi gets led to the edge of a massive toilet and then falls in. She's angry at me, but she is laughing. Right. This one's a little bit quicker. So I found a website which it told me that it was a mix of different folktales from Colombia. So we're looking South America here, Colombia. And all of them were just like ghostly characters from folklore. So these are actually just antagonists from a range of different folktales. So I've got 3 characters for you, and one of these characters is me. So we've got La Candeleja, a floating light that leads travellers astray. El Sombreron, also known as the Hat Man. He's known for his mischievous antics and massive hat. And El Chupa, a huge spectral jaguar who preys on unsuspecting livestock who have been separated from the herd. So which of those do you think is correct? Do you think it's La Candeleja?
IDK.
A floating light that leads travellers astray.
IDK.
El Sombreron, the Hat Man, or El Chupa, a massive spectral jaguar.
IDC.
Oh, she's tagged out. She's no fun. Go on, have a look. So which one do you reckon? El Chupa.
Yeah, El Chupa?
So El Chupa means the sucker.
Oh, come on.
Or I think it
Really?
mean it sucks. It's so like a chupa chup. Like the
Game
lollies.
sucks.
Yeah, I know. But I'm having fun. So yeah,
I mean, we're only 1 point apart.
that's it. So it's 2-1 now. Do you hear the raise in tone of voice now that she's not losing entirely?
Right, I'll read this one.
What do you mean you'll read it? I wrote the stories.
So?
Okay, so
You didn't write... you wrote the plot.
I wrote the plot synopses for all of them. But as in like
The Fox's Hedgehog.
do you want to tell everybody where we're going this time?
Mongolia. There was once a fox who dearly wanted a pet so he could be more human. Did not realise that the hedgehog was very intelligent and would choose to ignore the fox's instructions in front of the humans that the fox wanted to be like. The fox gets angry and tries to eat the hedgehog but chokes on the spikes. Why do I feel like that's something you would write?
I don't know. Read the other two, see if that's something I would
The
write.
silly wolf. A wolf is told by a piece of intestine that the wolf wants to eat. That it should eat the horse stuck in the mud down the road. The horse tells the wolf to free him from the mud and clean him for kicking him in the head and running away. The pudgy boy who rode a stumpy horse. A pudgy boy gets insulted by a nobleman. What does pudgy mean?
Like small and tubby.
Okay.
Little fat boy.
Okay.
But in sort of like a cute way.
Yeah. And then insults him back and argues with him, then gets punished. But the boy's master says, no thanks, let him go please. I think all of them could be yours.
Yeah, I have to say Mongolia was a rich vein of weird stories.
So the first
I
one's
think-
like actual story, seems like it could be written by you. And the second one's name seems like it could be written by you. And the third one's name seems it could be written by you.
I think you've got to go with your instincts, my guy.
Well, I don't know. The fox and hedgehog?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
the fox
hey.
the fox wants a pet, and the hedgehog is just being a little madam and won't do as it's told, to make the fox look like an idiot. The hedgehog is vibes, my guy.
There you go.
Right.
Okay, so we're taking a trip to Brazil.
We are going to Brazil. I did have to look up some of these words in terms of
We're
pronunciation.
going to Rio. Yeah.
I don't know. Do you see? She's dancing now. It's 2-all. It's all is not lost.
Probably still gonna win.
She's such a sore loser, honestly. Right. Okay. So we've got.
I know I am.
From Brazil.
I'm proud.
First one, Boitata the fire snake. Once the forest was dark and no one had much food, and the snake was the last animal and started to eat the eyes of the other dead animals, and eventually he ate so many eyes that he became really bright and burst into flames and turned into the sun.
That just seems like something you'd write.
Story number 1. Number 2, how the monkey got a drink when he was thirsty. So, a monkey who plays the guitar makes a tiger really angry by playing an annoying song. The tiger can't catch the monkey, so goes and waits by the water for when the monkey gets a drink. The monkey tricks an old lady to steal her honey and then covers himself in leaves as a disguise so he can fool the tiger and get a drink.
That also seems like something.
Well, I think what you've got to remember is that I've rewritten all of these plot synopses.
What?
So, yeah, but if I didn't rewrite them, it'd be really obvious the ones that I didn't write because they wouldn't sound like me. So I've made all of them a little bit silly. They're all factually, like, they are the story. Like, if one of those was the story, I've still kept the facts the same. I've just rewritten the synopsis. Otherwise, you would be able to tell straight away and you would have won like 5-0 with no effort. So, this is the Great Banheiro. Once, there is a hero from a village by the Amazon River called the Great Banheiro who has sworn to always protect the people of her village. She carries a magic bow that never misses. One day, she is tricked by Maias, the giant water snake, who tells her that an army of spirits will attack...
Water snake? What? Fire snake? I have a feeling.
Oh, she's got a feeling. Well, so Maias the giant water snake tells her that an army of spirits will attack from the forest.
Why?
While Banheiro runs to defend her village...
That's a bit mean.
Well, while Banheiro runs to defend her village, Maias eats the village in one huge bite. Banheiro returns and realises she's been tricked and shoots the snake in the back of its throat, causing it to retch and vomit her village back up.
They all seem, but I don't know. Because we don't know, like, how weird some of these stories could be. But I feel like, because the water snake, the fire snake, you wrote a whole story. If you wrote a whole story about a fire snake and you knew there was going to be a water snake in one of them.
I just had to remind myself of, for one of the stories I had some fun, and you'll find out when you have a guess. So we've got Boitata the fire snake who eats too many eyes and becomes the sun. The monkey who is annoying and then covers itself in honey and leaves so the tiger won't eat it when it gets a drink. And the Great Banheiro, the hero from the village who's tricked by Maias, the giant water snake, but then Maias eats the village, but then she shoots it in the back of the throat and makes him throw up the village. Blech.
Well, the two of the ones are like actually in Brazilian, I think, and the first one is in English.
Which one?
The fire snake.
Boitata.
Oh. Oops.
And also, Google Translate exists, and I could totally just look up what words mean in Brazilian and use random Brazilian words. So who's to say that Boitata or Banheiro are even make sense in the concept of the story?
I feel like. So what does Banheiro mean?
I'm not telling you.
No.
In the same way
What did you put it down as it means in the story?
I didn't put anything, and in the same way that I'm not going to tell you what Boitata means, I'm also not going to tell you what Banheiro means.
So in English is it the Great Protector, but that's what you put, the Great Protector, right?
I said that she is called the Great Banheiro and she's sworn to always protect the people of her village.
So Banheiro, you're saying, is protector.
I mean, I'm not saying it means anything. Could just be their name.
Maybe the retching one.
As in the last one, the Great Bagnero.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, right. Yes, I did write that one. The Great Bagnero. So Bagnero means toilet.
Great.
So the Great Toilet. And, well, I think it means bathroom. So bathroom, toilet.
Great Bathroom.
The Great Bathroom. And Mayas, the giant water snake. Mayas is the word for socks. So the giant water snake who is called Socks. Socks the water snake. Oh, man.
Only you could come up with something like that.
I had a lot of fun. Well, I was just like, I can pick 2 Portuguese words and just like insert them in here and have lols. I actually don't know what boitata means. I don't know if boitata is generally the fire snake's name, but that was more like of a creation, like how was the sun made sort of a vibe.
I was almost gonna go for that because it just sounded like the eyes and all that. I think it sounded like. So, who won?
Well, that would be you. You won 3-2. So
Yay!
this might be a format that we bring back another time, but
And this time I'm writing it.
Yeah. So the next book I would like us to read is called Rose House by Arcady Martin.
Let me read the blurb. Actually, I'll just read the first paragraph. All of Basildon, I don't know how to say this, houses are haunted, and the late architect, most iconic creation, Rose House, is no exception. House that is artificial intelligence, the consciousness infused in every load-bearing beam and fine marble tile. So it's something about a haunted house.
We're sort of, but it's more like a murder mystery type vibe.
Yes.
And given that we've been doing some murder mystery stuff...
So, now it's time to say goodbyes.
Yeah, okay. So we will see you in the next episode where hopefully we will have written Rose House.